to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. So Louisiana Tech's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Houston's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Turns it on in midfield. Flying out to the left. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them. The scoreboard.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to pass. It's Beckham. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Finley.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Finds his man. It's Hopkins. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Looking for space. It's Booth. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. Right down the gut of the field. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And it's so The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. The sure hands, it's Hopkins. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Cougar! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Beckham. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. On the run, it's Booth. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. And getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers, but when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Looking for room, it's Sanford. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration out front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. After run, now throw. Complete downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The give to the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Beckham. Makes the grab. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. 2nd down coming up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simon. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They stripped it out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Beckham. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
This time he's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Cougars are marching down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
On the ground, it's Wade. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got a man. It's Hopkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Looking for a man. It's Beckham. Caught in the backfield. It's Booth. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Going to swing it on second down. Got his man. And he'll hold it. Bulldog! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The running back has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sanford. Now they've got even more. Out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Sanford.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Sanford. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Beckham. Got a man. At midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wade. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Beckham. He's got it on the move. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Gonna run it. It's Sanford. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Looking downfield, it's Beckham. He's got him. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Thomas. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to the big tight end. Rolls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. He's rolled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He'll throw it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Rides the back on the option to give.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Creates a little space. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. To the air, it's Beckham. Makes the catch. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Gets rid of it. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Houston has it with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Already with the hat trick, and a 4th true field goal would win the game. Never a doubt. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball is incomplete. Falls